Teenagers across England, Wales and Northern Ireland will be able to get their GCSE results in the next half hour, with grading expected to be in line with pre-pandemic levels.
We're joined now by the Minister for School Standards, Catherine McKinnell. Very good morning to you. Thank you for your time this morning. What have we got? 28 minutes and counting for those young people getting those results. It's a nervous time, isn't it?
It is a nervous time. I feel nervous for them. I also feel very excited for them because this is a cohort of young people that have overcome incredible challenges. I think we need to remember these are the young people that were in year 7 when we went into the pandemic. And so their entire secondary education has been shaped by that experience. And they've overcome incredible obstacles, both they and their teachers and their schools. They've worked incredibly hard. And, you know, we're really positive about, hopeful for the results today and for what it brings next for these young people who have a whole range of options to go on to after today. And
you presumably are across the big picture in terms of what the results are showing. What's the pattern you can see?
So obviously we don't have the results public yet, so it's very important not to preempt that for these young people. But we are hopeful and expecting that they're going to be in line with last year's results, which is positive in that we seem to have righted the system after the disruption that we've seen over the pandemic and some of the changes in the way exams were done, in the way that these young people were assessed. And so we do see that journey coming through of that really challenging situation that we've had over a whole range of years, and that these young people hopefully can really celebrate today. That's what I really want for them today, a day of celebration and looking forward to what comes next.
I understand there are concerns within your department about the gap in attainment between, and I know it's not necessarily quite so polarised, but there is a pattern of underachievement in the north as compared with the south. Is that something you're seeing and something you're concerned about?
Do you know, I'm incredibly concerned about it. And, you know, it's not just because I'm from the northeast, and I do believe that every part of the country should have all the opportunities available to them. But we see that it's a really persistent problem, this attainment across different regions in our country. I mean, if we look at the results from last week and the number of young people going on to university, 42% from London going on to university, 24% in the northeast. That's a huge gap, and one that as a government we are committed to closing, because yes, these are choices that young people make, but we want to make sure that they are choices for young people, not a lack of opportunity or a lack of something in the system that could be holding these young people back. We want to unleash opportunity. That is really the primary focus for us as a government.
In a practical sense, how will you do that?
So we've reset the relationship for a start between the government and our education sector. We know how crucial the entire sector is, whether that's schools, colleges, universities, teachers, teaching assistants, early years workers. Everybody needs to know that they are valued by this government, that they are a priority for this government, and so that we can work together to really deliver that opportunity for young people. And in a very practical sense, it means making sure we've got more teachers in our schools, making sure we support breakfast clubs so that children start the school with a full belly, hungry minds, and, you know, that good start to the day. We want to see more mental health support in our schools. We want to see early speech and language intervention. I could talk all day about how passionate we are and the changes that we are looking to make in the education system. Obviously, we've only had a few weeks. We are getting on with the job, though.
Yeah, I appreciate your administration is new. When would you imagine that we will see improvements in those areas you've highlighted of the things you're worried about? When can people expect that there will be a tangible change?
So, I mean, I think we can feel a change in the system already, in the sense of the productive relationships that we are building, where before there was antagonism with the government, we have a constructive relationship. And I think that's what this government is about, taking a really grown-up approach to how we run the country, and a transparent approach as well, not looking for headlines, not playing games. We really just want to work with our public services to really build a better country. And through that, I think, we do that through a better education system, and we really rely on all our partners to deliver that with us. But, you know, we want to see the sort of loss of teachers in our system be turned around, without delay. We've already taken steps to do that, but we need to put the money in place to ensure that we can invest in that. And so that's why we're making changes, soon on the VAT status of private schools to make sure we can invest in our state system. That will also enable us to make those changes that I've identified about mental health support and, breakfast clubs and early speech and language intervention. These are things that we really see as upfront investment in our young people that will ultimately help our economy to grow and also save money in the long term as well.
Would you care to share your results or not? It's up to you.
Do you know, it's really kind that you put it in that way. I mean, I remember my GCSE results day very clearly. They were a very positive surprise for me. I got A's and B's and I was absolutely delighted and went on to do my A-levels. But I'm really conscious that for young people, whatever their results today, there are opportunities available, whether it's in vocational technical qualifications, whether it's at college, whether it's at school. They should take advice. They should listen to people that I know want to support them to get on in life. And whatever their outcome today, there is a bright future ahead.
Catherine McKinnell, thank you very much. Minister for School Standards. We will be live at a